Yo, good morning guys, welcome back to the channel. Right, we are in another garage. Bit of a busy garage, but what a beautiful car that is. So today's plan is we've got quite a lot of little bits and bobs going on, but this house has not been touched for many years. So as you can see, we've got boards to change, there's some kinetic light switching for soffit lights, all sorts of stuff. So I'm not sure whether you get it all on this one video, but it might stretch over a couple, because there's a lot of other repairs and things like that going on. But let's I'll go through the job with you in a second. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to hit the link in whatever corner it is. And yeah, so let's go through the job itself. So we're at the board now. So we've got an original board still here with the wooden back plate. It's all off obviously at the minute. We've also got another DB here, which is actually for your solar. So we're actually going to leave that alone because that's actually on the tails going straight down here. Meter cupboard's just literally there. So we've got earth bonding to upgrade because it's a smaller size, and it's literally just there anyway. And we've also got this other DB that does the boiler and the garage sockets. Now, as you can imagine, it's pretty busy. So we'll try and see what we can work around. There is a loft space up there. So the idea is for me is I'm going to get a new board, mount it up here because all the cables come from above. Drop all these into a new board up here. So it's not as low as it was, but obviously I've got to do something because I need to move all these cables over. So that's that job. The other part of this job is we're going to be doing soffit lights out the front. So all along the front here, we're actually going to be putting the soffit lights on. We're going to wire them with a wireless switch in and drop that next to the front door. I'll take you inside in a moment and show you those, but Jack's just running around doing some testing at the minute because in here it's a bit of a bird's nest. Jack's actually doing testing at an actual socket. He's doing his ring testing at the minute. Someone along the line has also dropped this on because I think they must have done some work in a bathroom, something like that, and that's for the lighting it is at the minute, so which is cool. So obviously that's all going, it's all going to be going into the new one. So what I'll do is I'll use the fuse box boards as usual. So I'm going to get it mounted up and then I'll catch up with you once I've got that bit sorted. So Jack's been running around testing. So because there's not much room in here, it is hard going. So we've managed to pull those cables out of that trunking here, dropped a bit of 4x2 or 100x50 trunking on here now. So I brought my cables through through just above the dim rail, which is what I prefer to do on there. But now this is the additional board that was fed off this bit of 2.5mm that powers up for the boiler, and then this socket here on a bit of flex and an additional cable that goes through. So Jack's just above our head now, he is literally up here. So we're going to see if there's enough slack on this one because I don't know where that goes at the minute. Jack's just going to be testing that out in a minute. If there's enough slack, happy days, we'll drop it down into here. If not, we'll have to extend it, but we'll do that in the loft space. I think that's where we'll extend it. But what I'll do is I'm going to just undo that now, and then once we've made our decision on what we're doing with those, I'll jump back in because it's really tight. As you can see from the garage, it is absolutely rammed with stuff. It's just absolutely rammed, and the loft's the same. So yeah, so 2 seconds and I'll be back. Going to undo this, and I thought I'll just show you this. I've never ever seen anyone do this before, so I thought I'd just share it with you. A bit random, but so clearly it looks a bit like a DIY has done this. So there's no earth sleeving on, but what they've done, they've gone through the earth terminal and then back through the other one. So I thought, why ain't that coming out? And it's actually through the other side. Never ever seen that before, so just thought I'd share that. These are the things that I like to share on the channel. It's just unusual bits that you come across. Like I say, it's nothing untoward, it's just, it must have been a bit of a pain in the arse doing that, to be fair. So, but yeah, okay, 2 minutes. You all right, mate? You all sorted? Yeah. Right, we are about to have something to eat. Jack's got a chippy, and there's the old scrap man on the scrounge. So we've got the board mounted up. Like I say, I've just come across the top of the din rail, and to be honest, I wish I hadn't. I actually wish I'd gone underneath the din rail, because I think it would have been a lot less bulky in that area, but it's fine. I mean, it's going to work out as a really nice, neat install. So by the time I've dressed all these in, I'm going to redo the gas bond and the water bond. But yeah, so we've got some. There's a cable that I don't actually know what it does at the minute. We're still trying to find out where that goes, which is this one here. So this is not going to be connected until we find the other end of that, for obvious reasons. So this arrangement here is all going. So we've changed the plan. We've dropped in another circuit, which is going to take care of the boiler, and then we're going to drop another little 2-gang socket on here, drop it down in a bit of trunking, and then that neatens all that up and takes care of that. But I think there's other socket, because there's one circuit which is actually, now we've had to extend it, which is this one. I think that's a socket in this garage area, so we've got to try and find that. That's what it was labelled up as, garage. So so yeah, so we're going to go and have a quick bite to eat. It's a bit crime watchy, isn't it? So the weather's holding off at the minute, so before Jack's chips get too cold, we better get them down a neck. So board's powered up now on some of the circuits, not all of them. So Jackie's just getting on with his next task, really, is to be getting rid of this bit and sorting out that circuit which is now on for the boiler, and this other double socket. So what I'll do is I'm going to set you up on time lapse if I can get you in a place where you can see something and you can watch Jack doing a bit of that. But yeah, so I'm just going to go and do the RCD tests as well, so the lights will be tripping out like they're going out of fashion. Right, so board is on, okay, with where we've got it to. It's an old immersion heater, and the outside lights is yet to be done, so that's what we're going to be working on. So we've got the board pretty much there. Now in this garage we've found this circuit that basically we've got some sockets on this wall behind this car which I can't get to. There's also the sockets that lead down that then powers that freezer down that end, and then right down the back end there's some sockets down there that then feed out to the shed, which we've got to sort. So we're going to be on those, but we're going to have to make some space because it's just impossible to work like this. So I think what me and Jack are going to do now is we're going to go inside and get cracking on some of the little internal stuff, and then we're going to have to make a bit of a plan about how to get this one out. Now earthing wise, so we've put our new bond on here down to here, and then clipped it up and brought it round. So we've got to again, the actual water stop tap's just the other side over here. So what we're going to do, it's already got a bond on it, but it's like 8mm it is, so we're going to replace it with a 10, but I've got to make space again to get to it. So loads going on, loads going on, but because I don't realise how much time it's eating by having all this around me, it's just really hard to manoeuvre. So when we want to get past, we're constantly having to stop, walk out, backwards, forwards. Pain in the arse really, but I knew it was going to be, but I didn't quite realise it was going to be that much. But it's bits like that. You see over there, you've got there's that joint there for that switch wire, but then that leads off, it looks like a bit of bell wire that leads all the way down behind there to give it two-way, I'm guessing, down that far end. So we're going to sort all that bit out now. So like I say, we'll get cracking and do what we can do with the rest of the day. Yo, right, this is actually the second day. So what we've done, okay, I'll just come out the wind, it's very windy. So what we've done in the rest of the day there wasn't that much time, to be fair. We managed to get down the far end, okay, down the back end of the garage, and we've dug the socket out. So we've got that circuit that we've tested as far as we can do. We'll put a limitation down on the cert for this lot over here. I've got IR passed out okay, so that's fine. Then I've gone inside and had a look. I'll put a picture up somewhere around here somewhere. I'll move it back so I can get some room. And what I found then, there's a light switch on the wall, which is it's a bit of a strange location. There's two wall lights. So we dropped that off, and it's fed by a bit of 1 mil. I looked down below, it comes from below where the socket is. Took that off, and yeah, as the picture speaks 1,000 words. So we've had to sort that out. So yeah, so sort of at the rest of the time. So the other thing is, it's actually Jack's birthday today, so he's just turned 18, and I didn't realise that he'd booked it off. So I'm a man down. So it's, yeah, so it's a lot more work for me to do on me Todd now, because the rest of the lads are on another site. So whether I get Stevie back, I don't know. But so at that point, I'm going to stop the video here. And then what I'll do is I'll start the new video, which you'll see as a follow-on from this, with sorting out the canopy lights and some external stuff. So like I say, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and help it grow. And yeah, thanks for watching guys, and we shall see you on the next one. Cheers guys, take care.